Problem number 9. So problem number 9 gives you a table, and it asks you to find a function that best models it. It gives you an option between exponential functions and logistic functions. So you wanted to think about what's going on with these outputs. So we have 42, 31.5, 23.6, and 17.7. So if you think about that, got two things you could have done. One, you could have drawn this, right? Getting a visual is good. So you would see how these values are decreasing. Okay. Next, you could have also plotted this into your stat list on your TI-83, and then try to line a best fit. Regardless of the way that you would have done it, you would have seen that this is actually an exponential decay. All right, you're exponentially decreasing. So option C and D are not plausible. All right. A logistic function, and I'll just sketch a logistic function, if you remember, looks something like this, kind of like a sideways, right? It ends up leveling off, right? Unlike an exponential function, which an exponential function would look like this, all right? That'd be an exponential function, a decreasing exponential function, and this would be an increasing exponential function. So this, in summation, this data is not leveling off. Logistic functions level off at a certain value, okay? So we're worried about having an exponential function. Then it just comes down to, are you decreasing by 25% or are you decreasing by 75%? Now, if you're decreasing by 75%, that means you have less than half left. Between 42 and 31, I have not lost more than half of the value of my output. If anything, I got about 3/4 of it left, right? So I'm decreasing by 25%. All right, I can understand how that's a little difficult. One other thing you could have done, you could have found the exponential function of best fit. All right, the exponential function of best fit would give you a b value of 0.75. All right, now if we remember our b value, we always relate it to the number 1. So if you have a b value of 0.75, that tells you you are losing 25%, just as a b value of 1.25, let's say we had a b value of 1.25, would mean you're gaining 25%. So your percent gain or decrease is really dependent on its relationship to 1. Okay, so again, this value is actually decreasing by 25%. Okay.